Welcome to another episode, everyone. Nipsey Hussle backdoored by his big homeboy Cowboy. A lot of suspicious stuff is going on with the Nipsey Hussle situation. Now, I was never speaking on it. I was never speaking on Big U, and I never spoke on Cowboy. You know, someone has said in the comments, man, you running a lot of Big U content. Why don't you talk about the Hoovers and talking about a situation I had already talked about the day before that. Little did he know. And I almost let that person sort of dictate my content. I was like, yeah, I have been running a lot of Big U content. I never was before. Let me leave it alone. So I sort of left it alone for a few days, thus allowing this individual to dictate my content. I could never do that. What that individual could do is get out of here, get off of the channel. If you don't like the content or just don't watch that particular video, please watch the other ones. I'm dropping multiple videos a day. You're not going to like all of them. This is important to the culture, what happened with Nipsey Hussle and what's going on with Big U. People do want to know what's going on with this situation. And it's important that people also know how you can be backdoored, even if you're a celebrity, even if you made it out of the hood financially, etc., that there's no future in the gang culture, that even after your death, people will try to profit off of you. So whether they're responsible for the death or not, they profit from the death, thus making them somewhat reliable. And it's important that we get into it, so I'll continue to cover it. Now, let's get into this. Proof Nipsey Hussle, big homie Cowboy, backdoors him after he's unalive.
That we want to know why would somebody do that to a person that was leading the whole community? Why? We want to know why.
Me too, but before we get into it, please like the video, and if you're not entertained by the end of it, unlike them up. Now let's get into it. I want to know why are you crying, Cowboy? Because not only a few months after Nipsey died, you shot a music video at the same place he died at, and you was looking happy as ever.
This is the exact spot where Nipsey got shot. Now Cowboy's out here doing a video and scares the heck out of Fat's cousin who's sitting here watching. I guess he's thinking in his mind, like, what the heck? But watch this.
I know how you like it. No, I won't wife it. You could be my side chick, not the one I ride with. It's the one I slide with. When it's time to rock, it's so hard. Nah, Cowboy was wildin' right after Nipsey died. And you could tell he was always envious of Nipsey by his actions after Nipsey died. I mean, look at how he was at the strip mall. He's shooting music videos, taking pics with fans, and he's walking around like he owned them up. Like he was Nipsey. If you say that's reaching, okay, you know how Nipsey be having the marathon grand openings? How Cowboy start having them too after Nipsey died.
It's good. We got LA prolific. You know, we up in here. You know what I mean? So, and we here to stay. So, we're going to cut this ribbon. Let's not go check out the merch. And appreciate y'all support. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bad optics regardless. I don't know Cowboy. I don't know his story. I know he just moved out of LA and bought some land somewhere. I heard some people saying he all of a sudden came across money after Nipsey's death, this, that, and the other. All of these, different conspiracy theories and accusations. But, we just want to know exactly what transpired, what was behind the situation, just again to illustrate the death gang culture and how you can do everything right, try to do everything right, and even your own homeboys will still find a way to get you gone, to get you missing. And no disrespect to the individual that I left that comment, but I'm just working too hard, man, to be hearing all of this stuff. I'm sorry. Even if you don't feel like I'm working hard because I'm doing a lot of reactions or whatever, it still work, man. And go watch Oprah. Go watch Dr. Phil or something, or another channel. If you don't like the content that I'm running, it's okay. I only want the people here that want to be here. But I don't take everything personal. It's not a big deal. Shout out to that individual. It's okay to criticize me and I need to sharpen up my content. This I do know. I have a lot of work to do and I will be working on it. So it's okay to let me know that man, I need to tighten up on some things. I'm not above reproach. I need to know when I'm doing something right and when I'm not. So I'm okay with that. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I don't really know this individual Cowboy. As I said, I haven't done a lot of investigation, a lot of homework on him or whatever. I've heard his name. etc. But what I'm seeing here does look a little funny. I mean, Nipsey Hussle is your boy, this your homeboy, your little homie, and he just got killed right here brutally in this same parking lot, in this same spot where you are now right here filming a rap video. This is what Nipsey did. He rapped, he filmed videos right there. Now you inside of what is this, the marathon? Or the grand opening at the marathon? Looking like Nipsey almost with these braids and all that, except for this weird ass hat he got on. Other than that, he sort of resembled Nipsey, his build and everything else. He right here at the marathon store with a grand opening. You know, like you the star of the show. This all being at the Nipsey. I don't know. I mean, I understand keeping his memory alive and, you know, supporting your homeboy and all of that. But is that what this is? Y'all let me know in the comments. Let's continue and see, man.
The crazy part is, he's doing grand openings for a store that's full of bootleg clothing. If that ain't enough, this should seal the deal. Nipsey Hussle get a mural. How the hell Cowboy get one already? The man's still living. But we not done with them whys, Cowboy. We want to know why you and Big U are so quick to defend each other when it comes to your relationship with Nipsey Hussle.
Well, regardless to me or with Big U, when I heard any information concerning me or Big U, it was never a question about Big U. I know Big U loved them. Big U always had money. Big U. So it was never no question. I never questioned. I know that really had love for them.
But both of you guys have been trying to backdoor Nipsey not even months after he passed away. Big U tried to steal the Marathon trademark through the Crips LLC owner.
That Big U wanted to do for itself, right? Him and Suge.
Yeah, Big U and Suge wanted it, and he, you know, it was the conversations with Suge, you know, well, you know, make sure the most important thing is that it's trademarked for clothes, and the next thing, it needs to be trademarked, you know. And I mean, these was conversations that he and I were having, and but I know what I'm doing, you know. I'm not going. It's just my integrity, you know. I'm not gonna get down on that boy like that for him.
Big U tried the same thing with me. Hey, we gonna act like you got control. I sold you. You brought me out of my Nipsey contracts. You go sue the estate. I put them all up 53 days after Nipsey was dead. He wanted me to double back and sue the estate. But yet when he was here, him and Nipsey already had an understanding on what that was and what that wasn't. He didn't want to do it, like she said from the beginning. He's never going to do nothing himself. He always going to try to get somebody else to do it. In the same situation, they wanted her to trademark it, and then they had to put on these shows and did all these things and stood behind it like they didn't know what was going on. But it ain't us, it's her. We doing something with her. Whole time it's them that brought the play. That's how he played.
See, what's crazy is these jealous, envious OGs allegedly, man, their actions, you can see the pattern. Like Big U or Rayshawn Williams and unaliving them over the diss song, similar to him getting into it with Nipsey. But whatever happened after Nipsey died, Cowboy has been thriving better than ever. Since that play did so good, let's try another one. Well, a few months later, there was somebody else that died in the same area of a young man named Dominique Minion Paul, R.I.P. And allegedly, this video was the night of the stabbing.
It might be like this much. It might be this much in the bottom. It might be a little bottom.
Dominique Minion Paul, a 24-year-old black man, died Thursday, June 20th, after he was fatally stabbed in the 3400 block of West Lawson Avenue in Hyde Park. According to Los Angeles County coroner's records, About 1:15 a.m. on the Sunday, June 16th, officers responded to a call of a loud party in the area, police said. When officers arrived, they were directed to an alley behind the shopping center and found Paul with stab wounds. Paul was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead on June 20th at 11:25 p.m. According to the coroner's records, investigators believe that a group of people were hanging out in the parking lot of the Marathon clothing store when Paul got into a verbal dispute with another person. The two went into the alley and the other person stabbed him. Detectives are seeking witnesses.
Everybody over here ain't got nothing to do with that. You hear me? We can control her. I'm gonna give you your space so we can get my homie up out of here. I respect you as a person, and I'm gonna give you your space, and I respect that. Sis, chill out. Get my homie up out of here. Yeah, probably clear away, please. No need to be like that.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. How may be?
But you overly like.
We know we gotta do it.
But you are a person. And I respect that first.
I'm asking you for help.
You are a person. I respect that first.
Yes, I'm asking you for
So,
help.
can you please help my homie? And this is no problem.
Bro, they don't respect you, first of all, cuz get my homie out of here. I respect you as a person. They don't respect you as a person and as a human being, for one, just innately. But for those who may respect you or would have respected you, once they see you in a certain predicament, they lose that respect that they either had for you or would have had for you. Once they see you out hanging out at nighttime with a hat on your head flipped back, talking about cuz, get my homeboy out of here, help my homie. They say, if you were really concerned about your homie, how come you didn't stop him from getting stabbed in the first place? How come you had your homie out here with you at nighttime, getting into it with someone, going in the back of an alley to where he can lose his life? Why didn't you mitigate the situation beforehand, homie? If you care so much about your homie, because the gang culture doesn't care about you. That's why you have no homies. Either you have people who love you, which is then your family, or you do not. There is no in between. I don't play that. One thing I do know is that just because someone is related to you does not make them your family. That just makes them a relative, someone related to you by blood. Does not make them your family. And just because someone is not related to you by blood does not mean that they are not your family. Someone can be your family and not be related to you by blood. You can have people related to you by blood, but they're not your family. Is this individual, that individual's family that's lying there in the stretcher, about to go to the hospital and die? If so, then perhaps he could have intervened before he was lying there on the stretcher. It's too late now, hooping and hollering at the police about get my homie out of here and get him some help. No, you should have got him some help. And we need to get all of our people, all of our youth some help so that they are not lying out here on the stretcher, bleeding out in cold blood and on a cold night in some dark alley, trying to protect what they believe is their manhood. Stand up for themselves. We have to redefine what our manhood is, what standing up for yourself is. A lot of these altercations are not worth your life. But if you want the respect of not only this police officer, but of human beings in general, then carry yourself in a respectable manner. Comport yourself like a man. If you're running around, hooping and hollering about cuz at a certain age with a gray beard, out late at night as your young homeboy, 24 years old, and you're clearly much older than that, is lying out there dead in the alley somewhere, that doesn't lend itself to respect. That's not how a grown man comports himself. We did when we were younger. The 24-year-old is more understandable, but not for a 44-year-old.
We gotta move. Get out the way. Get out the way. You tell everybody get out the way. Get out the way.
Still breathing? You still breathing?
He's straight, bro.
He's still breathing? Is he still breathing? Obviously, it doesn't look like it to them. If you have to ask that question, first of all, then someone else yells out, "He's straight, bro." No, he's not. No, he's not. He died. He was not breathing. Or if he was, he stopped at some point, unfortunately. Rest in peace to that young man. Grown-ass men out here watching these young kids out here kill each other, and no one is stepping in as a man and doing anything about it. I understand it's a scary situation because these young dudes out here wilding out, they don't respect anything or respect anyone. You're trying to talk sense into them. They just see it as you preaching to them. They don't want to hear it. They pull out their gun and try to pop you, trying to preach to them. They so much of a gangster. They so much killers in their head, in their mind. Let them tell it. Till they get behind them bars and all that. They don't have these weapons. You got to really go for what you know. You see all the female come up out of them. All of it. Yeah, that's the stick about that I'm going to judge these individuals by. How would they have comported themselves on that level 4 yard? Shit was real. You ain't have no weapons and a million homeboys that back you up. It's you, homeboy. Against whomever it is. And whomever it is not coming to play with you. Man, you see all the female come up out of these dudes. All the femininity come out. Ding-dongs, cupcakes, honey buns in real life. For real, though. Catch them in that alley, in the dark alley on the street, they'll kill you. You'll think they some killers until the real comes out. It's not worth it. These dudes not worth your life, I can tell you that.
How is this backdoor Nipsey? Well, the family of Dominique Mignon Paul sued Nipsey Hussle's company, Slauson and Crenshaw Ventures, LLC. They said, since it's by the Marathon store, you guys are responsible and we want money for it. Well, in court, they argued that Nipsey Hussle's company employed an individual who is Cowboy, who supervises the whole area, including the alley. Mind you, this is after Nipsey Hussle died and the store shut down. Cowboy was not working for the store, but they're trying to put it on him. Nipsey Hussle, Black Salmon Company, argued Cowboy didn't work for no damn Marathon store. It's shut down. How could he work for the store? But what did Cowboy do in court? He testified against Nipsey Hussle and Black Sam. He said Black Sam was his boss and was paying him. This whole time, Cowboy has been working with the family to sue Nipsey Hussle's company, allegedly. Well, you might be asking, now we want to know why, Cowboy. Why did you testify against Nipsey Hussle and his family? And not only did you testify, you lied. You know damn well you didn't work for Black Sam months after Nipsey died. Family wasn't messing with you. And the store was closed. If you can answer that why, we off Cowboy forever. And we front row at every Cowboy concert.
Lean, styrofoam cup. Catch me in the hood with the tiny loads pouring up. And everybody know I be going up. In every hood function I be showing up. I'm a hood, watch me throw it up. When I'm on the dance floor, I do my stuff. Lean to the side like what? Purple in the cup got me turned right up. Now I'm at the bar and I'm breaking down bars. Mixing up drinks in baby jars.
Man, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm not done with the content. You get me to another 500 likes on this video here, I'ma drop Big U taking the Big U Rico on the US tour from St. Louis to Jersey and more.
That's Toxic Media. Shout out to Toxic Media. I don't know what that was. Some old rinky-dink bootleg Nipsey Hussle tune Cowboy had going on there. Let me know what you think in the comments. I've talked enough. Cowboy is there. I mean, he's allowed to do what he wants to do. Of course, supposedly this is a free world. If he wants to go and film a video in that parking lot, he's able to do so. He did it. And if he wants to have a grand opening, he's able to do so. He did it. They allowed him to do it, they being whomever. The Rolling 60s, Nipsey's family, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm sure they all knew he was going to be in the store having a grand opening or whatever. No one stopped it. I don't know. A lot of this stuff just seems a little weird to me, man. A lot of it. I'm sure it'll all come out eventually. That's just the way the world works. I'm not wishing anything on anyone. But Nipsey Hussle did have a lot of people that love him, and people want to know exactly what happened. People still want to know what happened with Tupac. For that matter, you know. I mean, that's just the way it is. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free, people.